these are 3 mistakes that you've been making or that you should avoid when it comes to getting customers for your business and making more. Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluchi Inwan. On this channel I talk about cake business and I share tips and strategies on how to help you grow your cake business from 0 to 100. I'm an international award-winning cake artist that is based in Manchester, United Kingdom, and you're welcome to my channel. Just in case you're seeing my beautiful face for the first time, it's so good to have you here. And if you've always been here, you're an OG of this channel. Thank you so much for always being here. If you're an OG, please just drop it down for me. Let me see. I just want to know that people are still here. Those of you that started with me, you are still here. Okay, just let me know the year you found me and if you are an OG, right in the comments. So today I'm going to be talking about something that you are doing wrong. It's a mistake that you're making. In fact, a couple of mistakes that you're making when it comes to getting customers for your business and making those sales. Now, some of you are doing a fantastic job with getting your customers. You are showing up online. You're doing a lot of things. You are marketing your cakes, your cake treats and the different things you do. But you're wondering, why is it that these customers I'm getting, I can't turn them into actual customers? I can't get them to buy a cake from me. What could be the problem? What could be the problem? What am I doing wrong? What is wrong here? You've been thinking and thinking and thinking, yet you can't come up with any reasonable answer as to why this is happening. I'm going to be sharing with you some mistakes you're making so that you can avoid them. Now, if there's something you're interested in, you want to know how to get more customers for your cake business and how to turn your potential customers into actual customers, actual buying and paying customers, this video then is for you. You want to get something to eat, drink, relax, and I'll be right back. Welcome back. So the first thing is this: you are assuming that these customers know what they want. Some of these customers that come into your DM, that send you an email, they do not actually know what they want. Yes, they want a cake, that has been established. But when it comes to probably the design or what you offer or what is realistic, a realistic cake offer or a realistic cake design or combination, whatever it is, they do not have an idea. So your job as the baker, your job as the person in charge is to direct them and to let them know what obtains and what it's possible for them to get. Some of you just hear a cake order and you feel, in no way, this is not possible, this is not going to work, this is not going to be possible, this and whatever it is, maybe it's against your standards, or maybe it's not just feasible, it's not just something that's possible and can be done. You just quickly dismiss them and that is it. Please do not assume that everybody that slides into your DM as a customer or that tries to get in touch with you or that contacts you for a cake order knows what they're doing. Some actually don't absolutely know what they're doing, and so it is your job to guide them, to direct them, show them the offerings you have, let them know what you can afford to do. If it is something that you cannot do, let them know these are the things that I can't do, these are the things that I have, or this is what's on my menu, or these are my offerings, and let them know, rather than just losing them or rather than just missing out on closing those sales and making the money. Please don't assume that everybody that contacts you for a cake knows what they want. Sometimes they're actually confused and they just need somebody to direct them, somebody to, signpost them or just let them know this is what you can do, this is what we can get, given this budget or whatever the circumstance or scenario is. Direct them, lead them. All right. The second mistake you're making is assuming that everybody knows how much a cake should cost. Now, it's not even knowing how much your cake should cost, because the first time I talked about this, I was saying not everybody knows how much a cake costs, because the thing is, from my interaction so far and my experience so far, I think people just think maybe it's just like you just snap your fingers and the cake appears. They do not seem to have an idea of the work that goes into making a cake, the thinking, the mental work, the calculations you have to do, the shopping you have to make, the orders you have to place, searching for design inspirations, or things that you have to do, the actual baking of the cake, the cleaning up, the whole 9 yards. They do not have an idea. They just see a beautiful cake on your page and they imagine, oh, this can go well. I would love to have this for my daughter's or my son's birthday party, and they just slide into your DM or they contact you and you're hearing what's unbelievable. I had somebody reach out to me to buy a cake, and this person had two sizes in mind. I wouldn't want to mention the sizes, but she had two sizes in mind, and this cakes, boy oh boy, were large cakes. And I just had to steer the conversation. So knowing where she was coming from, I knew how to channel the conversation. I took control of the conversation and knew how to direct it, because some of these people, like I said, you don't assume that they know what they want. Even when it comes to cake sizes, some of them just know I want a cake and I want to feed. I want, just call it. It's the size of a cake, and you're wondering what's actually going on. Are we having a wedding party here? I know that it could be that some of them, I'm not dispelling the fact that some of them actually know what they want, but some other people, they call it a size of a cake that is pretty big, large, and you're wondering, okay, what's the budget you have for this cake? Because if I were to cost this cake and to give you a price, you probably disappear and I won't see you again. So what's your budget for this cake? And when you begin to hear the feedback of the budget they have, you understand that they really don't know the size of what they're placing an order for. So once again, it is your job to guide them, to direct them, to offer professional advice. I know it might not work for everybody, but not everybody would buy into this, not everybody would have the time. But if you're actually looking to get these customers and you really want to make their cakes, then you'll be willing to spend the time, invest the time, especially if you're new, or if you're new in a place, if you're new into this business, or you've not had sales in a while, and you're tired of just missing out or losing customers. You want to take the time to explain to them and to let them know, this is the servings for a 6-inch cake. This is how best you can cut it to achieve. This is what will suit the number of guests you're having. This is the height you can go for. This is the size you can go for. Things like that. Or you can make this cake and pair it with some cupcakes. That would help balance things out. You should be able to offer professional advice. Stop making the mistake of assuming that everybody that comes to you knows how much a cake should cost. You should explain to them, and if you wish, if you will, you can let them know, this is absolutely this is what goes on when you have to make a cake. I have to do this. Some people do it, some people don't, some people can't be bothered, but just do what works for you and know what you want for your business, and also take charge of the process, take charge of everything. You will see that if you advise, you give professional advice, you'll be able to close more sales and you'll be able to get more customers. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. A third mistake you're making is having your cake prices cast in stone. Yes, you heard me right. You have your prices fixed. I know you're making custom cakes. I know that you're charging for, or you want to charge for what your cakes are worth. You're actually charging for what your cakes are worth, or you're charging for what you feel is right, and you want your customers to pay for your cakes. But your cakes, your prices are cast in stone. Like, you cannot move, you cannot shift, you cannot move. Look, a lot of our bigger bakers do it, and you don't want to be that baker who constantly compares his or herself with other people, and you're thinking, okay, because this person has done an Instagram live video, or this person has a blog and they've stated this, they've stated that, they've given this advice and they've given that advice, and so you hear it, and you as a newbie baker, or you as a home baker who is just starting out, who is still trying to build her business, who is still trying to build a customer base, you are just so fixated on doing those things and not considering the peculiarities of your own situation as an upcoming baker, or as a new baker, or someone who is new in an environment, or someone who has been out of business for a while, or who business has been slow for a while. Please make it flexible. Yes, this is me saying it. I'm not saying you should lose. I'm not saying you should shoot yourself in the foot. I'm not saying you should charge low, but please be flexible with your pricing. Know what the budget is. I've been to a site, I've seen where a baker stated that, like, there's a benchmark for her cake. I think 2 or so. If I'm correct, I've seen where bakers will state on their websites, on their websites, this is the limit. We do not have cakes beyond or below this price, and so you know what you're going in for. Sometimes you even want to ask what the budget is, if this works for you as a method or as a strategy or as a style. You might want to ask, okay, what's your budget for this cake? What are you willing to pay? Make sure that you're doing anything you can to help close these sales, including allowing some room for flexibility. Times are tough, times are hard. I know you want to make profit, but always, 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 it's not, you're not always going to make the most profits per se starting out. You would build over time, you would increase over time, you would make adjustments over time. But starting out, please learn to be flexible with your pricing so that you can get more customers, you can close more sales. Do you know what this does for you? You will be able to build loyalty, you'll be able to treat, especially if you treat these customers well in terms of your products and you're giving your service, giving excellent service. You'll be able to build a customer base, a loyal customer base of people that would tell other people about you, and that will also come back for maybe their children, their husband, or other things that they have to do, and will also, like I said, refer you to other people. I have been able to build my business based on referrals. People that have done business with me have told others about me. Sometimes it's a long chain. Even for students, people will tell others who will tell others about me. So sometimes it's a long chain, and referral really works. So please do not say I'm rigid. Do not be rigid with your pricing. I hope that these few tips will be able to help you. These are 3 mistakes that you've been making or that you should avoid when it comes to getting customers for your business and making more sales. And I hope that this helps you. If you found this valuable, please don't forget to drop valuable right now in the comments, or leave me a cupcake, or say thank you, whatever it is, just so that I know that you watched up till this point. You are the real MVP, and I do appreciate you. If you have questions as well, you can drop them in the comments, okay? Until I see my next video, stay happy, stay safe, and stay blessed.